Joining us now is Ragy Thomas, CEO of Sprinklr. Ragy, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us about this earnings report and what was driving the revenue that we saw increase $118.7 million. That's a pretty big leap from where you were at this point. I believe it was last year.
Yeah, so this was a great quarter for us. Revenue grew 27%, and we've been reaccelerating growth now for 3 consecutive quarters. We had a great quarter with some great new logo wins, a lot of upsells, and a tremendous product platform release.
And also wondering if these earnings were in line with the trajectory of the growth that you were planning for this year. I did find that number, I believe 93.5 million just a year ago in the same period. Again, repeating that earnings report number of revenue, 118.7 million this quarter.
Yeah, so this was in line. All the metrics we reported were absolutely, we beat guidance and we beat the models that analysts had. Obviously, we're new to the public market, so there are some calculated metrics that are getting synchronized between our team and the analysts, and we'll have it squared away in the next quarter or so.
And as we mentioned, Sprinklr today launching a new suite of products as far as customer experience goes. Tell us more about the launch.
I cannot hear you. Can you say that again?
Oh, yes. I was saying today's a big day for Sprinklr, launching a new suite of customer experience products for your clients. Tell us more about the products in this launch.
Absolutely. So we provide a unified platform for large companies to do everything from marketing through customer care, all customer-facing functions. We allow them to do that across 36 channels, like modern channels like Twitter and Facebook, to channels like text and live chat. And you can do all of that across markets on one unified platform. And when you do that, you can make your customers' experiences better, make them happier, and in many cases, reduce the cost of taking care of customers and increase your revenue.
Also want to talk to you about this upcoming holiday season. We know it's a big one for the economy in terms of coming back from this pandemic and some of those effects of this pandemic. What can you tell us about your products and how they're going to experience some growth over this period when so many companies are looking for the solutions that you provide in terms of customer experience?
Absolutely. Today's customers, modern customers, you and I, we're very different from how we used to behave 15, 20 years ago. No one want to wait on the phone, to get an answer. You want instantaneous comparisons, answers, responses from companies. And so expectations have changed dramatically thanks to companies like Amazon and Tesla that are doing it really well. So if you're a traditional company, if you're a large company, how do you bring all these disparate channels and the functions, lots of different people touching the same customer, how do you bring them all together behind your firewall, and how do you coordinate to make customer experience better every step of the way? And when you put it on a unified platform, it gets better. With the holidays and with COVID, digital transformation has accelerated, and every company that we know of is trying to speed up going digital as much as they can, as quickly as they can. We are an enabling platform for digital transformation, along with companies like Salesforce. So we allow companies to move from a lot of little point solutions to a unified customer experience platform and digitize your front office as a part of a larger stack.
Something about what you said, digital transformation, really sticks out to me and points to the idea that the growth and a lot of the transformations that we've seen over the course of this pandemic, with companies wanting to digitize their presence and reach their consumers online instead of, like you said, being over the phone and waiting in long lines, all of those different things that were pre-pandemic norms have been accelerated to completely digital e-commerce presence. Wondering what you think about the future of e-commerce and also customer experience in digital, and also how you tell clients this isn't just a trend, this is really the future.
That's a great question. We see conversational commerce as the new big frontier. When you're able to buy a product say from Facebook, right from an advertisement that you see. When you're able to chat with a sales representative, answering your questions, showing you the products, showing you the benefits, and allowing you to kind of have a experience that's similar to what you get in the physical store online, we think that could be e-commerce 3.0. And we Sprinklr, with our conversational commerce capabilities, is an enabler, and we work with platforms like Facebook and Instagram and now TikTok to enable social commerce or conversational commerce. And we think that's a very exciting new development. Hopefully, along with this holiday season, we'll see that pick up. And we have
Also,
a
last
customer.
question. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say that we have a customer, a pet food manufacturing company headquartered out of Europe, that's using conversational commerce to personalize the shopping experience for pet owners. So you can ask a question based on the breed of the dog that you have and the condition or the age of the dog, and you can get something that's very appropriate for that specific pet with the help of a sales agent, and then buy directly from that experience.
A really important note for our audience. And before we let you go, I do want to bring up the fact that Sprinklr has been commended by different publications on your company culture. Wondering what is driving that culture and how you're focusing on your employees as people.
Our culture is focused on three things. The first is obsessing about the customer, doing the right thing for them, having them drive our roadmap, and doing whatever it takes to make them happy as they interact with us. The second aspect of our culture is treating each other like family, treating employees like family. I know that's a little bit controversial because there's a school of thought that says, when you work, you're working in a team and it's not clearly a family, but that's not what we buy into. We think that all of us work really hard, and we spend our best years and the best days and the best hours of every single day working for this mission. And when you work with people that care for you and that you care for, like you do with family, then we think it becomes it moves from being work to something that's a lot more special. The third tenet of a Sprinklr culture is really focusing on craftsmanship, doing everything in a way that when you turn around and look at it again, you can take pride in your work. So focusing and obsessing about customers, treating each other like family, and doing excellent work, those are the key tenets of our culture, and that's what brings Sprinklrites together from every part of the world.
All such important values. That's Ragy Thomas, CEO of Sprinklr. Thank you so much for joining us here on Closing Bell.